Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's tropical update. So we have two systems in the Eastern Pacific. We have Hurricane Dora, which as of 11 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, Wednesday, August the 2nd, has maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 974, and westerly movement at 16 miles per hour. And then we have disturbance number 1 behind it, with a 70% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 7 days. A broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms located several hundred miles south of the Gulf of Chapultepec are associated with a tropical wave. An area of low pressure is expected to develop from this feature in the next day or two, where environmental conditions appear favorable for further development. A tropical depression is likely to form by this weekend as the system moves west-northwestward or northwestward, moving parallel to but not far off the southwestern coast of Mexico. Formation chance through 48 hours is low at 30%, but formation chance through 7 days is high at 70%. So looking at Hurricane Dora is currently rapidly intensifying because this morning, or by last evening, around this time, we had 75-mile-per-hour winds, and now we have 110-mile-per-hour winds, a 35-mile-per-hour increase in 24 hours. And looking at the Zoom Earth cone and satellite imagery, by Thursday 1 a.m. Central American Time, we're looking at a 120-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane. By Thursday 1 p.m. Central American Time, a 130-mile-per-hour Category 4 major hurricane moving to the west-southwest. By Friday 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 120-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane moving west-southwest. By Friday 1 p.m. Central American Time, 110-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane moving west-southwest. Saturday 1 a.m. Central American Time, 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane moving west-southwest. By Saturday 1 p.m., 90-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane moving to the west-southwest. And then by Sunday 1 p.m., 90-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane moving to the west. And by Monday 1 p.m. Central American Time, an 85-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane moving towards the west. And Hawaii, I would keep my eye on the system, and even though impacts are not expected right now, the track has the possibility of shifting north. So if you live in Hawaii, I would just keep an eye on the system over the next several days. And looking at the official National Hurricane Center cone, major hurricane through Thursday, and a hurricane through at least Monday morning. Now looking at the models, we're going to be taking a look at the 12Z run of the GFS model. Here is Hurricane Dora over here, and as we go over the next several days, Dora is going to move to the west by Friday and Saturday, maintaining hurricane status. And then we also are going to have the next tropical disturbance likely develop into a tropical storm by Saturday off the Mexican coast. And then this disturbance is going to get really close to the southwestern Mexican coast by Saturday. And then if you live in the Baja Peninsula, you may have to watch out as well for this disturbance, as we're going to be seeing the possibility of a hurricane, a Category 2 or 3 hurricane, getting close to the Baja Peninsula of California by Sunday. And meanwhile, Hurricane Dora in the GFS is going to remain several hundred miles to the south of Hawaii. So as of right now, no threat to Hawaii, but I'll continue to update you guys in case that changes. And then Dora could move all the way across the Central Pacific as we go into Thursday and Friday. Now looking at the European model for Dora and the disturbance behind Dora, the European model shows a hurricane moving to the west, Dora through the next several days, moving to the west-southwest, and then the European model shows a tropical depression with the second system by late Saturday, and then the European shows a much weaker system with the second system well to the southwest of the Baja Peninsula of California, and Dora tracks several hundred miles to the south of Hawaii in the 12Z run of the European model. And then finally looking at the Canadian model, the 12Z run, the Canadian model, I can tell you right now, has a bad handle on both Dora and the system behind it. The Canadian model is initializing a tropical depression with Dora, even though we have a Category 2 hurricane. And then, so the Canadian I just wouldn't really pay much attention to. Doesn't develop the other system either, but as I mentioned before, the Canadian model is not doing a really good job, doesn't really have a good handle on these systems. So thanks for watching this evening's update on Hurricane Dora and the disturbance behind it. I'm not quite sure if there's an invest on it yet, but there'll be an invest on it soon if there isn't already an invest already. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, my friends.